Meanwhile, the Chief of Army Staff, General Lagbaja, has described the autopilot factional leader of the Biafran movement as a notorious terrorist, making a living in Finland while ordering people to shut down livelihoods in the southeast. Look at the headline. Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. Yes, New York City is so great, but it is at the White House in Washington, D.C. that we are starting today. At the White House. Yes, it's so unbelievable. Oh, totally unbelievable. This world get as it be. Who knew that we will find cocaine in the White House and not in Aso Rock? Who knew? Who knew that President Joe Biden, will be the one stumbling on his way up Air Force One and not President Bola Tinubu? Who knew? Take a look. On our show today, we shall discuss how much you need to know before you know how little you know. Sasha! Tweet that out. Yes. And when you get to that epiphany, you see yourself singing.
Grocery is a glory. Angori, I want to give us. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, the one in man. You are to our Lord.
For the next 6 months, President Bola Tinubu will give 8,000 Naira a month to 12 million poorest Nigerians. 8,000. He will do it for the next 6 months. 8,000 is about $10. For 6 months, that will be $60. Wow. Wow. That is 48,000 in 6 months. The total cost of the 6 months will be 576 billion. Now, don't worry about what happens after the next 6 months. At least, with this, their newly found wealth, poor Nigerians can afford to pay their increasing rent and the cost of Okada and Keke to go to market. With this newly acquired wealth, they can afford the 150% increase in the prices of medicine. Please, clap for Bola Tinubu. Yes! Think about it. How will they carry this money? You know? Meanwhile, members of the House of Representatives, about 360 of them, will get 70 billion Naira. If that is not outrageous enough, another 35 billion will go to the judiciary. Tinubu wants to make sure that they have the money so that they can afford to be, what is it called now? Independent of the executive branch. So if, for example, there is a case before the judiciary that involves the president, I'm telling you, hypothetically, you know, they won't care who the president is. They will follow what the Constitution says. Nonsense. Now, unlike the 10,000 Naira trader money that former Vice President Yemi Oshibajo shared with ghost Nigerians before Buhari took that job away from him and handed it over to that woman. What is her name again? What is her name? Anyway, this Tinubu's 8,000 Naira will truly get to every poor Nigerian near you. All of them. If your gate man does not get it, let Bola Tinubu know. Just tell the president. You know? President Tinubu also declared a state of emergency on food security. What it means is that those radio rice pyramids, you remember that one, that former president Muhammadu Buhari showed us in Abuja. Tinubu will bring them back out from wherever Buhari hid them. Yes, those pyramids. Yeah. In fact, we saw the video of Buhari out on the road searching for those pyramids. Show them. This one is not about, I don't want to be disturbed, though. He was told, go and find it. Just so you know, 12 million poorest Nigerians. 12 million poor. How would they carry this 8,000 naira? How would they carry it for 6 months? Africa, who did this to us? Ha 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 ha. Did you see Bola Tinubu hanging out with James Ibori at his residence in Aso Rock? Yes, it reminded us of the good old days when drug barons and thieves ran Nigeria. Now they don't run the country anymore. No. They own it. They own it. James Ibori, people have said to me that he paid the debt he owed to society by the time he served his prison term. That he's a nice guy, he's a good guy, clean, good to go. Someone told me that as a reformed man, that James Ibori stood a chance of being the president of Nigeria. Yes! Listen to the man.
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country.
It cannot be only Boko Haram, reformed Boko Haram. James Ibori stood a chance of being the president. Now, if you look at it that way, those who have gone to prison, served their time, like the Senate president and President Bola, no, they have not. Okay, those who have not gone to prison should give way for people like James Ibori to be president of Nigeria. What? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? You all started to mess around with the nonsense stuff. What do you want me to say? The subsidy removal is biting so hard that even TV anchors cannot fill their car tanks. They can't. Take a look.
Guys, I was at the filling station and they asked me, do I want to do fill up? I said never. They should never try it in their life again. And this is me that used to do fill up before.
In fact, according to that station attendant, even people driving bulletproof vehicles do not have the money to fill their tanks. They don't. Listen to the guy.
You said somebody carry bulletproof car here come yesterday.
Yes, sir. He carry bulletproof car. I said, sir, fill up, sir. He said, no, you open the door. I said, 40,000, it's okay for me.
Shaking at your mate. Somebody will be drive bulletproof cars.
You see, Nigerians do not drive around anyhow anymore. No, not anymore. If you see a Nigerian driving on the road, he must be on a serious assignment. Maybe the wife sent him to go and buy something. You don't drive around anymore. Even kidnappers now keep their operations local. You know what I mean? They just discovered that the cars that they snatch from people do not have enough petrol to take them from one forest to the other. So they keep everything local. Yeah. Now, the people who suffer this hardship mostly are people who earn salaries, not former governors. You know, like this one.
I was governor first tenure. I left. After 8 years, I came back. Do you think I'm a pauper? You are a salary earner now. I'd made money before you became a presenter.
Woo! Ayo Fayose. Was he not supposed to be president? Was he not the one on the list of the next? Anyway, Nigerian journalists don't suffer. Can you imagine any politician humiliating CNN's Larry King like this? Impossible. Africa, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Meanwhile, the Chief of Army Staff, General Lagbaja, has described the autopilot factional leader of the Biafran movement as a notorious terrorist, making a living in Finland while ordering people to shut down livelihoods in the southeast. Look at the headline. It's not from me, Chief of Army Staff. Yes. Not the musician. This is real Chief of Army Staff. No, I'm not making it up. Some of you may not know this. Yes, that's the man. He's the man in charge. So General Lagbaja then ordered the military to go in and flush out Simon Ekpa's enforcers of the sit-at-home in the southeast and seized their hideouts. Unbelievable. And now, in his reaction, Simon Ekpa announced that his boys will flush out the Nigerian military. All of them out of the southeast. This is the equivalent of putting his leg in the same trouser as Lagbaja. They are putting their legs in one trouser now. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like where this is going. I don't like it. If you have seen where the Nigerian military has visited before, it's never a pretty sight. You don't want them to visit your neighborhood. You don't. There is no difference between the Geneva Convention and the OD Convention in their rule of engagement. There's no difference. I'm telling you. Meanwhile, some Biafran activists traveled to the front of the house where Simon Ekpa lives in Finland to protest. There are some members of the IPOB, the original one. Yeah, look at them at the airport.
Men is here. I know I'm thinking airport. Yes, you can see them. So
talking about what they are going to do. Now, they were protesting against Simon Ekpa because they said his strategy of using prolonged sit-at-home to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu is no good. They accused Simon Ekpa of causing the killings going on in the southeast by encouraging his boys to enforce the sit-at-home order. Yes, look at him. I don't know where these things are going. I don't know, but I'm just worried. I'm worried about what's going to happen. The protesters said that Simon Ekpa went into hiding when they arrived at his house. Meanwhile, the man they are talking about, Simon Ekpa, was defiant in his broadcast on Saturday as the self-proclaimed president of the Biafran government in exile. Take a look. Sasha, what are you doing? Be careful. You don't tickle your eyes with the same broom that you use to tickle your ears. I'm telling you. Come on, show them the real thing he said on Saturday.
Forget about people who come to shout they love you. They never love you. Forget about the criminal Alfonso Ifeanyi, who is a criminal who has been scamming Nigeria in billions.
Nonsense. Hi! It's cooking. That's all the time we have. If you are following us, thank you. We have finally made it to over 70,000 subscribers on YouTube. I thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. If you are not yet following us, please follow us on Twitter at Dr. Damages, and on Facebook at Dr. Damages, and on Instagram at Dr. Damages, and on YouTube at Dr. Damages. Now, here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book Naked Gun, The Smell of Fear by Leslie Nielsen. And it says, truth hurts. Maybe not as much as jumping on a bicycle with a seat missing, but it hurts. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose. Thank you. 700,000. I know. Our friends, they are at 700,000, but I'm happy. Thank you very much. It took a long time, but we got there. You know, we can get to 100 before the end of the year. It all depends on you. Just one click. Pim. It doesn't cost money. Just click. Pim. Help us. YouTube will not even respond to my email without getting to 100,000. They don't care. You don't exist. I'm telling you, they don't care. Help me, please. Help me. Thank you.